saying grace. Yeah, mama, we done made a way. That BBL coming your way. It's a sin to run out of drink. Your girl, she basic, she born. It's a sin to run out of bank.
All right, guys. I already know how. All right, guys. I already know what it is. Okay. We're a music reaction channel. We do like to react to music, but what I really want to do right now, I want to react to this Zero interview, and of course, I'm not going to react to the whole thing. It's long. If you guys would like me to react to the whole thing, then I will put some time aside on another day, and I will react to the whole thing for you guys. But you guys have to let me know in the comment section. I want to get a good enough amount of comments. Let's say, I don't know. Let's try to push for at least, because I want to know that people are going to watch it, right? And when it comes to Zero videos, like over a month, a good chunk of people, I guess, come and see it. So let's try to get at least 100. That's crazy. No, let's try to get at least 50 likes. I'm not going to try to push y'all. I know a lot of motherfuckers don't even bother with YouTube. They just watch videos and like, I'm not going to subscribe or nothing, which I get that. You know what I mean? I feel like I definitely used to be like that. So I do not knock those guys. But for you guys that, you know, are into supporting and all that stuff, let's try to get to 50 to like 100, you know, likes and subs. But to you guys that are, you know, down for subscribing and all that stuff, let's try to get to, I don't know, 100 likes and, you know, 50 comments of, yeah, I would like for you to finish doing this interview, and I would definitely do that for you guys. But since I kind of expect most people might not, I'm just going to do a short little 5 to possibly 10 minutes. I just kind of want to see what Zero's got to say.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we're incredibly lucky to have the one and only Zero here on the podcast. How you doing, man?
Zero was on No Jumper? I didn't even peep. This is no... Dude, this must be a while ago, because Adam 22 looked different as fuck.
About to bet some good.
But it's
Adam, the best. That's your signature slogan, huh?
That's my slogan.
How long you been rocking with that?
Man, ever since I knew I was blessed. Yeah.
Word.
Day one.
I also got it. Before we even say anything, I'm just in shock by the bracelet that you have on here. This is probably by far the best jewelry we've ever seen on this show.
Man.
For real. It's his name around his wrist. That's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, man, you know, if they watch, you gotta, you know, do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to
flick the
King
wrist
John.
real quick.
Yeah, shout out to Connect.
Before we even get started, too, I gotta say that this is a long history of Southern rappers asking me to buy them expensive liquor. So we got the bottle of. This is what you've been drinking for years now.
That's what I drank.
All right, let's crack it open. We all gotta take a shot to start this, right?
Man,
Let's do it.
by the way, I've never had this before, so this is gonna be a totally new experience for your boy. So I'm about to see what Zero's sipping on, man.
Yeah, man, you know.
All my like player ass uncles down in Louisiana drink that. You feel me? I had to tell him, I was like, man, you know, never guess what I'm about to say next.
Yeah. I don't know. He's probably gonna pour a bigger one than me. When we had Gangsta Boo on here, she requested some type of vodka that they did not have at Rite Aid, so I had to go with the Grey Goose. She still ran the bill up.
They didn't have it at Rite Aid.
Hey, Rite Aid is a good spot to go. So, I mean, we have a very young audience, I would say, but I mean, it's pretty crazy, like, how relevant you've managed to stay over the years. So I'm really just excited to be able to sort of introduce, like, our younger fans to, like, everything that you contributed to the game over the years and everything. So for those who don't know, you're from Houston. Can we talk about who you were before you started rapping, before you started coming in the game?
Man, I was fucked up. Shit, I was doing all kind of shit. I was... You know, I was one of them nerd niggas, man.
You know what it is.
You know, I was in my books and shit. And I fucked around and but I was, you know, I was robbing people though too.
Okay.
Like I was taking shit, like I was, like nigga lay it down. And I laid the wrong nigga down one day. Shot
what
shit
age are
out
we
my
talking?
ass. You talking about?
Damn.
Like 13, 14.
You got shot when you were 13 or 14?
Yeah.
Damn. So
first time.
how'd the scenario play out?
Shit, you know, you young, you don't know how to do that shit. You rob a motherfucker, take his shit, and turn your back and try to... I should have fishtailed out of that motherfucker, like looking at you and backing up, but I turned my back.
Right.
And blew my motherfucking back down there off.
Where did he hit you?
in my back.
Oh, like right in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so, what was the recovery process from this like?
Shit, no more basketball. That shit like killed my. You know, I was young, doing some scholarship shit.
So you were talented in sports before?
Yeah,
all
I
this?
was basketball. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was basketball nigga, man, and you know, I was in my books because you know you had to have your grade, a certain grade to play the
Shit.
ball.
Right.
I ain't want to do that shit, but
So many stories like that, nigga. Very similar to myself, bro. I mean, I wasn't robbing niggas. Well, that's not why I got shot. You know what I mean? So it's very different stories. For me, it was later down the years, and you know, it was in my hip, and the nigga robbed me, and he robbed me, and I still got shot. Well, it was crazy though, and it was crazy too, cause it's like you never, you know what I mean? Shit, it'll fuck up your whole everything, bro. Your career, for the future, everything that you got planned, man. Especially if you're an athlete. I play basketball too, and it's just yeah, bro. To this day, bro, I can still barely like walk that like well. So it's not like, you know what I mean? There's still pain in my walk. So it's a crazy thing. I definitely, I can empathize there, man. I can, even if he was trying to rob a nigga, like it's wild.
I like shit to play the ball. I gotta do this nerd shit. So I did the nerd shit, and you know, I still played after that, but I fucked around, and got shot again, and then I couldn't pass a physical no more. They'd be like, man, what's this hole and what's this big ass hole? Like, nigga, you're not playing for us.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Twice? I mean, for me, I think the first time would be bad just because, dude, my flexibility is shit. But if after the first time, I think he was back out twice, yeah, whoo, man, that's some savage shit to go through, Z. That's tough, man. He a survivor. He a survivor, we all gonna hear him. He's a survivor, we gonna wreck him.
Really?
Yeah, so
the second time you got shot, was it a similar situation?
nah, the second time I got shot, it was a motherfucker trying to take my shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, same shit down there happens, except, you know, beat the motherfucker up and niggas shoot you from the ground.
Well, really? It was that kind of thing?
Yeah, it was that kind of thing. So
Okay.
it had to be rap after that.
Yeah.
So was it a direct like transition? You were like, you had all this.
Yo, hey, shit, Zero, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You and I got some shit in common. I like
Energy
that.
bundled up and you had to do something with it?
I mean, I was rapping the whole time.
Okay.
Because, I mean, while you waiting to do whatever you do, like if you hustling or whatever you doing, it's always music related.
Right.
If you out here, you know, on the corner, or if you in a trap or whatever, and you chopping, you know, you getting your shit ready for the next Vic or whatever, you know, music
listen to
gonna be
something.
playing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times niggas gonna be in that bitch like, nigga, I'd have did this shit like this.
Right.
And just start rapping over some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm freestyling, you know, and that motherfucker just, you know, remaking, you know, songs from back then.
Right.
You know, I'm talking about back then. So.
Because we're talking like mid 90s or early 90s.
Yeah, we talking about late 80s.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We're talking about late 80s. So, you know, Raheem will come on like, nah, nigga, I do that shit like this.
Right.
And nigga get the rapping the way they rapping, just saying our own version of that shit over it. My shit was SWV. But I
man.
get so weak in the knees.
You would rap over that instrumental?
Yeah, like we out here hustling in these, I'm hustling on these streets, and you know, just some shit like that.
Right.
And motherfuckers used to be like, nigga, boy, if DJ Screw heard you on some shit like that,
Right.
bitch, you would be gone. Yeah. And I'm like, man, you know, yeah, whatever, you know, that's cool, but you know, nigga, let's chop this work up.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
But so is it a dynamic where like you're
He a real hood nigga. I like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm comfortable around niggas like him. Maybe that's why I like him. You know what I mean? It's like just very familiar.
selling
to me.
drugs and you hear these motherfuckers talking about shit on the radio or whatever, and you're like, that's actually what I'm doing, and you guys aren't telling the story as accurately as I could. So that's what motivates a lot of people to get in the game.
Yeah, I mean, most shit that you hear is some shit about another nigga.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it ain't too many motherfuckers that's smart that's gonna get up there and just, yeah, nigga, I just murdered Dave on the other street.
Dave.
Yeah.
Shout out Dave.
Shout out Dave. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Dave.
You guys want to do the shots real quick?
I've been sipping this shit, man.
Yo, you don't understand, cause like, bro, I be saying that to a lot of people, bro. Motherfuckers in the past have been like, bro, you don't seem like the type of dude that would have gone through the shit you have gone through. Whenever I like tell people like my life and shit, I'd be like, cause I'm one of them smart niggas. I'm not one of them niggas that's like, I feel like I need to brag about anything or say anything. You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I'm talking about? Like those niggas are the ones that usually self-snitch all the time. They always say some bullshit. It's like, nigga, if you know your past, don't nobody else needs to know your shit. Just shh, keep it low key.
Yeah, you gotta sip this.
Yeah,
Like,
this
if
ain't
you do a shot,
Really culture.
if you do a shot, this shit gonna shoot you back.
Bruh, man, this shit good as hell. Though. I didn't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
This the
This ain't not like swim well.
For a nigga that smoke weed, this shit is man.
It'll take you down.
It's taking you down.
It'll take you
It's
down.
really
But so you're talking about rapping over the SWV beats and shit like that. So were you honed in on your ability to sing and to harmonize from a real early age in the rap shit?
I ain't gonna call it that back then. I was a note holder.
yeah.
yeah.
I hold that bitch.
Did you sing in the church or anything as a kid?
I did, but I mean that shit was like 2 weeks.
Right.
So your do you
This nigga funny. as
would you
shit.
call it portrayed as singing or like it was just like it's your flow? You feel me? Because it's like
Like what I do now.
period. Like back then it was like
Well, I mean, I don't know what the fuck I call it. Man. I just call it me trying to do some shit.
Yeah.
It was my style.
I feel
You know what I'm
you.
saying? I like melodies, and then a lot of time when you just straight rapping for a motherfucker like me that like melody, you know, that straight rap shit might get boring to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I want, you know, it's just
I'm the exact same way, dude. Me and this nigga have actually a lot of things in common. Holy shit. I'm the exact same way. Like, rapping is cool, but the melodies are fun, bro. Like, they add something, an essence, a presence to a song. I just really enjoy it. And that's why I really enjoy Zero's music. He always has that. He always adds the melody. That's why every time we react to a video, I'm always like, if there's like the one with Maya, I think like I was like, what is she gonna bring to this song? When I know she's going to probably sing something, but he's the melody guy. Like if she does the hook instead of him, then I'm disappointed because I'm like, he's really good at doing that. So that's why it's crazy. I really do understand.
steak. You got to put some shit on it.
That was
You know what
crazy
I'm
that
saying?
she
Some
said-
seasoning.
that you would do the SWV because it was like all your beat selection is just so crazy with that like
slow, and
slow
then you can bring the
R&B.
liveliness to it with your flow
Flow,
and shit.
yeah.
Were you always the kind of person who was thinking outside the box, who was like
Yeah.
capable, like even before you start rapping, who saw it like, I don't need to just rap like this. I can do something different, because that takes a lot of confidence and courage.
I mean, I was doing that shit like that because I just didn't really hear it being done. You know, I didn't hear it being done too much. Like in my era, you know, my favorite rap group was Street Military, and they was rapping on some. I mean, if you listen to the name, that's what the fuck that shit was.
Right.
It was a military of the streets, and they
We
songs
gotta
came across
check
like
them
that.
out. We gotta check that shit out.
And when they were rapping, like when KB rap, you know, KB would rap or Pharaoh would rap, they flipped they something like Bone. But it's like no melody, it's just straight up, you know, reload,
Right.
going in. So I was like, shit, I wonder how that shit to sound if I did that shit in a B sharp.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did that bitch in a D minor, some retarded shit. And I'm like, my logo was like, I don't give a fuck if you like it. I like it.
Right.
Doing it
I'ma
for
like
you.
this shit. And I was listening to my own shit.
But was Bone a big influence on you? I hear you talk about him in interviews a bunch, and now they're on your new album. You collab with them a bunch and shit.
I mean, we actually only got that one song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
On the new project.
yeah, on the new project, yeah. But I mean, they definitely hold a place in my influences from an early age.
Right.
Like when Crazy will go off, or when Busy will go, and we're gonna miss it. Yeah, you had to love that shit,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
That's dope, man.
Up until that point, you heard of the fast rap, but it was like Twista,
Right.
you know, just
Yeah, Twista is the main guy that gets like the recognition, either him or Busta. You know what I mean? But like, that's dope.
just going like
It was like intentionally
like
technical.
jawbone, yeah,
Yeah.
like just jawbone lockup type shit. Like you nigga ain't going like, damn, this nigga going.
Right.
Did they really have like a big influence on people down south? Like, and stuff?
Yeah, especially when DJ Screw got a hold to the album and slowed it down.
So you can really hear what they saying.
That tape was legendary.
Our shit was like, and I'm gonna miss everybody.
That sounds fire already.
Yeah, and then you hiding a bitch.
Yeah.
And then that shit coming on.
Vibing out to that shit.
Yeah, and then nigga like, you know, back then nigga drinking that syrup and
juice.
shit. And you in that bitch just.
You got to sleep.
And all of a sudden them niggas come on that bitch just get to just unloading, but it's slow.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Man, nigga in rap form like a bad poem. Yeah.
Granny, I'm saying grace. Yeah, mama, we done made a way. That BBL coming your way. It's a sin to run out of drink. Your girl, she basic, she born. It's a sin to run out of bank.